Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And I wanted to do a lesson on this article right here that I was reading. And it kind of went with something I had seen on the news the other day as well, as far as, this heading for this article right here is saying that Amazon, Walmart, Target, mega strike. Here's what to know about the sprawling protests. So, people protesting about unfair work conditions and stuff. And then, as well as the other day, I seen a news clip of people that are actually like doing the opposite. So instead of like protesting about, unfair working conditions, this and that, the people that like own businesses and stuff, they're like actually reopening their business, regardless of what Esau is telling them to do, because he's saying, all the businesses should be shut down, this and that. And then you got certain people out here, they're reopening their business just because they're being hurt so bad financially. They're saying, like, F it, if I get fined, I get fined, but like I can't deal not working anymore because the bills are just piling up. So now it's getting to a point to where people are just taking actions into their own hand. Esau telling you not to do this, they're doing the opposite. They're not listening because they know it's BS, really. All right, they're saying that the news clip I was saying I did see, the chick was saying uh how you gonna tell everybody to shut down their businesses and whatnot, but then you go in the grocery stores, people are around each other. You outside, people around each other, and different scenarios. People are closer than 6 feet. So she was just like, if they can do all that, then I'm gonna open my business and I need the money or whatever. All right, so this is just showing you that people are getting, fed up on both sides. People that can't work, and then people that are at work but don't feel safe because they believe in the madness that Esau's pushing. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit of this article, but first I'm gonna get this precept real quick. This is Proverbs 29:2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." And that's what you see going on. All right, like I was telling you, it's both sides of the spectrum, so to speak. People who are complaining about having to work under unsafe conditions, and then people complaining about not having work because they don't have any means of making money to provide, to pay bills, and to take care of the essentials of life. Buying food and everything else that you need to do, especially if people who own businesses, because that's a whole nother lump sum of bills that you have to take responsibility for. All right, so like I said, this article is titled Amazon, Walmart, Target, Mega Strike. Here's what to know about the sprawling protests. It says workers across the pandemic's front lines plan to strike together this Friday, May 1st, on International Workers' Day to protest what they say are unsafe conditions and lack of protection from their employers. The May Day general strike will unite employees at Amazon, Instacart, Whole Foods, Walmart, Target, FedEx, and Ship in one sprawling effort. According to a press release cited by The Intercept, workers will call out sick or walk off the job during their lunch break, and in some locations, rank and file union members will stand alongside them outside warehouses and storefronts in support of the demonstrations. A coalition of Trader Joe's employees tweeted support for the strike, encouraging workers not at risk to join in and advising customers do not shop at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Amazon, or Target, and do not use Instacart on May 1st. Among the strikers' demands are compensation for all unpaid time off used since the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis in March, hazard pay or paid sick leave to be provided for the duration of the pandemic, protective equipment and all cleaning supplies to be provided at all times by the company, and a demand for full corporate transparency on the number of cases and facilities. Much of the ire is directed at Amazon, which come under fire over the course of the pandemic for allegedly failing to notify workers of confirmed cases of coronavirus or to thoroughly sanitize workplaces that were infected. Last month, Amazon workers in Staten Island, New York, staged a protest and resulted in dismissal of one of its organizers, Christian Smalls, who was a lead organizer of Friday's strike. This May Day event follows a string of protests held by by workers at Amazon, Instacart, Whole Foods, and shipped over the last month, over the last 2 months, whose employers have been unprecedented prof- have who have seen unprecedented profits as staffers on the ground handle cash sales and run deliveries. The demonstrations reflect growing unrest among the nation's essential workers who are entering their third month of duty on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic. As tensions will likely rise as the federal lockdown lifts, states begin to reopen, and thousands of Americans return to their jobs. So I guess that's just the notes from all the different companies. But it's just showing you how people are mad, like I was saying, about having to work in these so-called unsafe conditions because they believe that they can be sick. All right. And then, like I was saying, you have other people as well who are mad about not having work, who are not able to work. So you got people who are just mad in general, you know. Going back to this in Proverbs 29 and 2, you know, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And why are the people mourning? You know, because of the conditions that they're in, man. All right. But pre-coronavirus, before anything even happened, and before the lockdown happened, all right, everything was cool. People didn't have to worry, you know, cool working a little 9 to 5. But now that hell just came and hit people out of nowhere, man. Especially now that they believe that they're at risk to catch something and they could die from it. All right. Yeah, it goes back to the wicked being in rulership. All right, because Esau, he's the one who planted this. All right, that's why you have people calling it a pandemic, because he planted all this just to cause chaos, man, to destroy people. All right, to cause chaos and to further his agenda, man. All right, because now when things do reopen, it's not going to be the same anymore. Still going to be social distancing. You're going to have to wear a mask. You're going to, have all these different things, these different uh, these different things that you have to do as far as like you getting your temperature read when you go in the spots. You saw scanning you. All right, you got to wear, like I said, the face mask going to be mandatory everywhere you go. Social distancing, you only gonna be able to. It's only gonna be like a certain amount of people still being able to go into certain areas at a time. All right, so things aren't gonna be the same, man. Even if things, certain states are reopening or whatnot, more than likely it's going to be another event that's going to happen, and then it's going to just go right back into the shutdown again. You know, a lockdown again. All right, and this is just giving Esau an excuse to push his wickedness. All right, further pushing his agenda, like I said. And a lot of people are exposing that. All right, exposing his lies and exposing what's really going on. All right. Now this is another scripture I want to get. Is in 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Now, eventually, things are going to lead up to this point, man. That's why the scriptures say this. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Our people are doing bad now. Got to go to food banks and everything, trying to get food. For the people who don't have work, can't get no money right now. And even if things do open back up, so to speak, to where they can go to work and have get some type of money coming in, they're so in a hole that they're already too far gone. All right, you had meat companies shutting down, saying they don't want to open up. All right, articles and videos on YouTube saying that it may be a food shortage. All right. So if all these things start happening, man, you already know the process that it's going to take place in America, man. All right. When people are not able to get food, what are they going to do? They're going to start fighting one another for food, man. All right, killing their neighbor, man. Rising up against the government, like you see people doing now, protesting against the government for whatever reason it may be, for people who feel like it's unsafe working conditions, or for people who not able to work or go do what they want to do because this stuff was on lockdown. All right, people are really mad about this situation from both sides, and we just have to see how it play out from here. Yet we can see where things are headed already. All right. In verse 16 it says, "For there shall be sedition among men," and it's a lot of that going on, sedition among men. All right, people are mad, A lot of protests going on. Edomites in certain states, protesting with their guns out and everything. It's a lot of sedition going on. All right. And this is just something light because it hasn't really, it's not even super bad. It's bad, but it's not as bad as it's going to be, because things are only going to get worse. All right. But continuing on, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And is that not what you see going on in certain states, man? Like I said, you have Edomites out there who are disregarding the staying home orders. All right, still coming out protesting. All right, came out with guns strapped up, people walking out in their job. Certain people not even obeying the stay-at-home order, still just going out doing what they want to do. All right, and things like I said are only going to get worse from here, man. So we have to just see how it plays out. Yeah, it's not going to be the same anymore. All right, and everybody should know that from this point. Even if things did open back up, it's not going to be the same again once, if it does get to that point. All right. In verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able." And that's lightweight what's going on now. They're trying to prevent you from going to places, telling you to stay inside. People who's traveling outside the country, that's out the door, You ain't doing that no time soon. Just because of everything that's been going on, So it's only going to get worse from this point on, man. That's why I said, like I said in verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, because it's nothing but destruction that's headed this way, man. That's coming this way. And you just see Esau pushing his agenda, getting things ready before that destruction comes. Telling you people that it's going to get better, this and that. America, Trump telling y'all that, it's going to get better. America's going to be bounced back stronger, this and that. What they're not telling you is that you don't have to take the chip, What they ain't telling you is that it's going to be famine. A lot of bad is coming here. They're telling you the opposite. That's why what it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:1. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction is going to come. And is that not what they've been telling you, man? Trying to tell you peace and safety, calm you down, telling you that things is going to be good. When in all actuality, things are not going to be good. They're going to actually get worse, man. All right. In verse 19, continuing on, or verse 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And these are all the things that are going to be coming here, man, as America continues to crumble and get worse. All right. And when that famine comes, so you're really going to be seeing a man having no pity upon his neighbor, man. All right. Breaking in a home just for some food, for the lack of bread. All right. And for great tribulation and things that are going to be going on. All right. So these things are only going to get worse from this point, like I said, and we could all see that from this small situation that happened dealing with this coronavirus thing. We already see how fast things can escalate, so to speak, as far as getting bad. All right. So like I said, we have to just keep watching and see how stuff play out, but more than likely it ain't going to be a good, It's only going to get worse from here. Hey, so with that, I'm going to wrap up, give our praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. All right, Shalom.